So going back to the videos, I've opened up some space. Uh, like I said, the average person is gonna probably mess up your order. They're gonna, it's gonna be a sloppy order. You ordered, you ordered something like specific. I wanted a chicken turkey um, sandwich, and then they give you some kind of, salad, right? They give you some kind of like there's no turkey, right? So you have a chicken but you don't have the turkey in it, right? Or you ask for a wing with a certain sauce, right? And then they give you like just the average barbecue wing, or the wing has no sauce on it at all, and they just give you like an extra an extra you know an extra like what like a little like cup like was a little dip, they give you that. I mean, it's worthless, right? It's worthless. It holds no meaning. It holds no weight, no bearing. So I mean, that's the truth, right? Like I tell it to truthfully, because the fact of the matter is that, like, aside from intellectual and movement capacities, having full health, that's a luxury. Being able to walk and move and talk being even able to talk properly, that's a luxury that people take for granted. And it's because those sitcom TV shows, right? Unfortunately, like, I don't know where people make these, and again, like the cast where these find these people, and just how worthless and stupid the people who produce a lot of the things, movies of the 1950s and the 40s. And again, everyone's gonna be like, oh well, fucking Rusky is fucking judging American, movies and TV shows, but you have to criticize them because a lot of it is shit. It's like they hire anybody who just has a mouth, can't even change their voice. They try to play a character. There's no evolution. It doesn't get better over time. It's same gray drag. And these people not only made a hit, but they're still alive, and they live inside the retirement home, and they live lives that are exponentially better than mine, right? I have to work my ass off for 40, 50 years to not even, I won't ever have a house. I already said it, I won't ever have a house. I'm going to be living in a tent after I graduate. That's finalized, that's set in stone, right? That's a fact that's set in stone. There's no there isn't anything you can do to alter that, like, there's no money I can pay to alter that. There's no financiering. There's nothing. And like, other than the fact that people can claim that I ruined their day with these videos, and you're low-key a coward because you said something that you would never say in person, and you ruined my day, and the chance to humiliate you and whatever, so be it, right? But it's important to mention, like, like, again, like, a lot of the things of this world for some reason seem like they were already decided. Not even just the people, like, they knew what to say, what to do, but it seems like everything was decided before, like, in the get-go, that, like, there would be, like, the person just, it's not even that they knew what to say, and people just, they immediately found their affiliation before they, like, were even born. They're born in whether it's not even just a white neighborhood, they can be in a German community, or like a Irish or a Russian community. I never got any of that, and I'll admit it. My parents, maybe they are cowards. Maybe they are, they didn't make an effort to make a community, like, I've never made an effort to make a community. And I already mentioned it before, but I don't rely on anybody for support to fight in my wars, because I have a lot of battles that I got myself into. It's very easy to get into a street fight, or into any kind of fight, really. You just have to look at the person, and that's it. Or it's a biohazard issue that, you have a hazard, you have a human being. And a lot of my enemies, they won't stop until I'm dead. They won't stop until I'm dead, because for them, their friends are dead. Their friends are dead, their peers are dead, all of them are dead. And they need someone to, they want me to join them with them, because it only somehow makes it fair, It makes it fair that if they can't have a life, you can't have a life either, right? So, you know, and again, like we already know that, anything I say at this point, like even before, like when I started making these videos, it would have never helped. It would have never stopped what is to come, right? It wouldn't have, it wouldn't have prevented, total destruction, annihilation, total chaos, absolute breakdown of civil